Lindsay is in need of a second date update this morning, and we're here to give her the backup she needs. Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I feel kind of awkward talking about this, but I really need your guys' help.
We'll do our best. Take us to the beginning. How did you meet Beth?
Okay, so I met Beth on Pink Cupid, and if I'm being totally transparent here, I only recently started dating women at all. So it's been super...
What's the app? Pink
Cupid.
Huh. Okay. Never heard of it, but I believe it's out there.
Yes, it is. And it was super fun talking to her on the app. And I just felt by far this was the most connected I've ever felt to a woman. And she's just an incredible person. We have so much in common. And one of the biggest things is that we love dogs. We're super big animal lovers. And so we both volunteer at rescues and we are constantly fostering. And it's a big passion that we both share. And I didn't realize how important it was to me to have that in common with someone that I'm dating.
Right.
So we finally had our first date at Incline Public.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there for a few hours. We had some drinks, and then she did end up inviting me over because she was fostering a litter of puppies. And, oh my God. I know. I was like, such a good way to get me over.
That'll work every single time.
And they were so cute, you guys. Yeah. And I ended up staying there for a while, and we had some more wine. The night went well, so I did end up staying over. And I'm telling you guys, there was such good chemistry, and it was such a good date, and our connection is so good. So I literally have no idea what went wrong. I've been racking my brain, and I literally can't come up with anything. Even when I left in the morning, I kissed her and I hugged all the puppies, and I told her to call me later, and she said that she would. And then she never did. So I'm so confused.
Now, is she dating around, do you think? I'm not familiar with the app any more than Jenn is, so I don't know what the understanding is that these are folks who are seeking relationships. Or
is this like a Tinder version?
Yeah.
Is it a hookup site?
Well, something that Beth and I talked about was that we are both interested in dating seriously.
Okay.
So that conversation
not
did
necessarily
happen.
with each other, but we are both looking for a relationship, if that makes sense.
So you didn't hear another word from her after you left her place?
Nothing. Literally no text, no call. It's been radio silence.
And you obviously reached out. Did you leave a voicemail? I'm just trying to get a sense of what efforts you made to talk to her.
Yeah, so I sent her a follow-up text, I had so much fun last night. And then I double texted a couple days later, and I just asked if she wanted to hang out, and nothing. No word.
And then a follow-up question. When you communicated, originally you were communicating through the app before you saw each other in person. When you, after the date, were you communicating on the same platform, or were you doing this by phone based on a phone number she gave you?
That's a good question. After we met, we did exchange numbers, so this was via text.
All right. I'm just wondering if maybe there's an outside chance you entered the phone number wrong. Yeah. Or something.
That's not a bad idea, but also I don't want to get my hopes up in case she really is.
Right. Yeah. I hear you. Okay. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll call her up on the telephone using the number you gave us. And if that doesn't work, then maybe try reaching out on the app.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, well, I guess we'll see if she picks up.
We'll see what happens when we come back in just a few minutes. Second date update continues on since he met Beth on, Pink what?
Pink Cupid.
Pink Cupid. And she felt a certain connection to her almost from the get-go. And it was just confirmed when they were at Incline Public House how they have so much in common. Their love for dogs. They both volunteer for rescue organizations. And that was sort of the lure. that got Lindsay to Beth's house. She went back there because she's got this litter of puppies.
Oh, yeah.
That she's fostering right now. So,
I'd have fallen for that one, too.
oh, my God. So that led to, would you like a glass of wine? And she ended up staying. And just the chemistry and the connection and everything that was felt convinced her there's something here. So when she left the next morning, there was a hug and a kiss, and she kissed all the puppies goodbye. And
of course she did.
She says, I'll see you again, or I'll talk to you again. And she seemed down with that. But then when she reached out, when she texted her and tried to call her, there was no response. So unless there's anything else that you think is pertinent, Lindsay, we're just going to call her.
I say we just go for it. Get it over with.
Let's do it.
All right, let's see.
Hello?
Hi, is this Beth?
This is. Who's this?
Okay, sorry. It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you? I wasn't sure we had the right number.
Wow, Jeff and Jenn?
You listen to our show? Have we spoken to you before?
No, but I do listen to your guys' show, like, when I'm commuting to work and stuff. So
Right.
I'm actually so shocked you're calling me right now.
I know, because to me, you didn't sound shocked at all. You sounded like you knew us.
Like on a personal
Well,
level.
I know you guys. Yeah, it's almost like, kind of like it's almost like a celebrity calling you,
Well, I use that term very loosely.
Well, that's cool. All right, I'm glad you're a fan. But the reason we're calling is because we spoke to your friend Lindsay, who you spent a little time with, hung out at Incline Public House, and I think you had her over for a little bit, and she got to meet the puppies, and she was telling us about your meetup, and it just sounded like a lot of fun, and I think
she likes you.
Yeah, she might want to see you again. How do you feel about that?
I guess I'm busted. But here's the thing. I love her passion for dogs, and, when I had her over, she was, like, super adorable with all the puppies. Like, I could just tell she really had, like, a way with animals, and there was this one moment, that kind of gave me the ick.
There's always the one moment, just the one moment in time.
I was so disappointed, too, because everything was going so great, but it was just so out of left field for me. I just, was so shocked. It's something she said, and I don't know, you guys might have to censor me.
Okay.
But as things were kind of, progressing, getting a little hot and heavy, I guess you could say, she said to me in a seductive voice, "Eat my beaver."
Oh.
What did she say?
Beaver.
I just don't.
Is that not said?
I can honestly say I don't think I have ever referred to mine as that I can think of. Maybe in a joking way, I would say something goofy or silly, but never in a heat of a moment, things, progressing. I don't think that has ever or would ever. But I don't know, maybe that is terminology that some women do use.
Well, I guess it's all a matter of perspective, because it wouldn't have shut me down in the way that it did you.
Has a woman ever said that to you, Jeff?
No, but I'm
You're
thinking
open.
it would be.
But you're a dude, too.
Right, it's perspective.
Is there anything a woman could say that would shut you down?
Probably
something she would want to do to you that you wouldn't be open to.
Well, no, if she started doing baby talk or something, that might.
See, that's your thing. If she would have said, beaver, "Hey, Jeffrey, will you please my beaver?"
Oh, my God, stop.
Right?
It's so uncomfortable.
"Bitty piece of sugar on top, will you please?"
Okay, you proved your point.
Oh, my goodness.
You're right, Beth. Ick is a good word for it. All right, I got you. But it's all in the delivery. You said she said it in a seductive way, which is also subjective.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think she was being serious, And so I was like,
okay. Was that did she only say it once? Did she say anything else? What did it prevent you from,
kind of de-escalated things from there because, it shocked me so much. I kind of got turned off. So I was like, maybe we should slow down a bit. We don't want to rush, anything.
Was it the eat and the beaver? Or was it just the beaver or just the eat?
The eat's not so bad, I'll be honest. It was all the beaver. I just was imagining a beaver with tail and everything. Beaver dam. Too many visuals in my mind.
I get it.
November is home of the full beaver moon.
Is it?
Yeah. Well,
good to know. Well, and what are there beaver anal glands in something?
a natural flavoring.
Ooh,
in raspberry flavoring sometimes is excreted anal glands from a beaver.
Oh, see, who knew?
I never knew that.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty effed up.
Well, let's bring, Lindsay into the conversation. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, guys. I'm just so confused because I literally don't remember saying this at all.
That is a good stand to take.
I do not recall.
I don't remember it. I don't believe I did it.
That's right.
I'd stick to that story too.
But you also stated earlier that you are relatively new to dating women.
Oh.
Is that right?
That's true, but I don't think I've ever said that before. So I'm literally at a loss. Of course, I believe Beth, but I'm just so embarrassed and I'm sorry. I can't believe I said that.
I was trying to imply a rookie mistake with my question. But
yeah, could be.
Some would argue, hey, just your form of self-expression.
We did have some drinks, so, maybe that also influenced your word choice there a little bit. We did have a lot to drink. That's true. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who among us are always smooth and verbally smooth in those situations?
That's true.
Certainly not I.
Exactly. And I still would really like to go out with Beth and maybe limit my alcohol intake and word choice. But
Yeah. Do you think that's a good conversation? As we all attempt to become better communicators within relationships, because we know communication is key, misunderstandings cause all kinds of problems and issues. Maybe a conversation to have is what kind of languaging turns you on? What kind of languaging turns you off?
And which languaging just makes you giggle?
Right. I don't know why not. It might be fun to sit down and make a list.
And now I think you're know onto Beaver is something. off the list.
That's so funny.
Don't include any rodents with large tails.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. If you guys are down
I
for
just gotta say, I'm sorry for ghosting you. I really did have a fun time with you, and I guess this isn't a massive deal breaker for me. And I think you guys are right about this conversation. Maybe we could talk more about what turns us on and off, and take it from there. I would be open for a second date if you are. Oh my gosh, I would love that.
Cool.
Awesome.
And we'll pay for it.
With a $5 Canadian bill, which has a beaver on it.
That's so funny, really.
I don't know. One of them does.
That's